So my mom actually met Angie in speech class at Ball State. They were, I think, freshmen when they met. And so my mom obviously was dating my dad, and Angie started to date Dave. So they knew each other, and eventually there just became other connections. Steve Shondell went to church with my parents, and I thought that was kind of interesting. He mentioned that on my visit to Ball State. John always talks about how fun it was to watch my dad play basketball. And my dad and Dave both taught and coached at the same high school for a while. And it's funny, when my brother was looking at colleges and being recruited, Purdue was actually recruiting him, and on the way out, we went up to the volleyball offices just because my parents thought it would be fun to go say hi to Dave Shondell, who they haven't seen in a few years. And I guess Dave looked at me and my sister and shook our hands and said, "If you girls ever have any interest in playing volleyball, you let me know." And my mom also was John's, I think it was 7th grade social studies teacher. I didn't know either my mom was that old or John was that young, but I thought that was pretty interesting. Dave and Kat and John just all reminded me of my parents and my family friends, and just the way they talked and conducted themselves, and I think there's something really familiar with that. I liked that my parents could come see me play quite a bit. They're here almost every weekend. It's one of the perks of being the youngest child, I think, is they kind of are turning into Purdue volleyball groupies. I mean, I love my parents, and I love them for what they've done for me. Looking back on some of the requests 15 and 16-year-old me wanted to do, and where I wanted to go for volleyball, just to get better and to experience it. And they really they went all over the country and just made all sorts of accommodations to make things possible and to make sure they were a part of it. And I really appreciate that from their end. To have the reoccurring theme be like, I'm thankful to have this group of people, but I'm thankful that it's these people. And I think that that has a lot to say with Dave and John and Kat and their ability to recruit. And they really do find people who are going to fit this mold. We do a lot of kids outreach in the community. One thing we're doing right now is we're trying to collect a lot of the old t-shirts, sports bras, knee pads, to take old sports equipment like that graduating seniors don't need, and to kind of disperse them throughout my hometown and the Lafayette community. So I think that's where my volunteer work is kind of heading. That's where I kind of feel called to go. I am in hospitality and tourism management, and a lot of that is food. So I had a class this semester where I was in the lab from 8 to 2:30 every day, and you cook all day. I've made creme brulee. I've roasted 23 pork loins in a day. You kind of learn these big bulk projects, and it's really fun. This semester I've probably made 15 batches of chocolate chip cookies to share with people, and just because I kind of made a personal challenge with myself, but to make the best chocolate chip cookie I could. All brown sugar. I don't use butter in cookies. I use coconut oil, and then I make sure I put sea salt over regular salt, and I'll put 3 kinds of chocolate chips. So I'll put milk chocolate. This is really specific. And then I'll put dark chocolate chunks, and then mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. There's a few more secrets that maybe I should keep, but but yeah, I love to cook. I love to bake. I love to have people over into my house and share. I just think that's one way I can show people love.